everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where last time we did some side quests around Lower Lenosia, particularly around Morbi Drydocks and Candlekeep Key. Unfortunately, I did lose the last two episodes worth of original footage. I was able to re-record them, thankfully, and it looks like nothing went wrong with the re-recording, but I did have to make an alt, so things got a little bit awkward there. To summarize where we are on our actual profile, all of our classes are at level 16 right now: Arcanist, Rogue, Marauder. And I picked up, I believe, all Disciple of War equipment, so all Rogue and Marauder equipment. So our current equipment is this. Anyways, today it is time to learn the last of the three available crafters here in Limsa Lominsa. There's still plenty more crafters in the rest of the world that we can pick up and learn, but this is the last one available to us for now. Today we are going to be learning the art of the armorer. Signed a hammer and bring you in from the street, did it, lass? Well, it's well that you find the din inviting, for the Armorer's Guild is not the place for quiet reverie. If the clangor of metal striking metal is music to your ears, mayhaps you found the spirit of a shipwright. Are you of a mind to join our guild? Take it from me, lass, there's no greater joy than working a shapeless lump of iron into a shining breastplate with your own hands. What say you, then? Let's do it! Let's join the Armorer's Guild. Well said, lass. Now, we should cover a bit of guild history before forging ahead with the formalities. The Armorer's craft is an offshoot of blacksmithing. Time was when armorers and smithies were one and the same. But as the years trickled by, the techniques for working sheet metal into armor plates became a specialized trade. And the smithies who showed uncommon skill and passion for this trade earned themselves the title of armorer. Now, as you can probably imagine, the skills necessary for making armor are also needed for shipbuilding. But building ships is a bit harder than knocking out simple helms, which led those armorers who were good enough to work on boats to claim the title of shipwright. Of course, it was one thing calling armorers blacksmiths and shipwrights armorers, but it was quite another thing calling shipwrights blacksmiths, because building a ship and making a hatchet couldn't be more different. It seemed as though a line needed drawn, and seeing as Limsa Lominsa was built on the strength of her navy, you can imagine why the armorers chose to cut their ties with the smithies and establish a guild of their own. As for the smithies, well, the whole notion of an independent armorers guild never did sit well with them, and there's been a fair old rivalry between our two factions ever since. Always trying to outdo each other, we are. Which is why we're ever on the lookout for new talent to help us keep the smithy bastards in their place. All you need to do is impress the Forge Master and we can start you on your training. Be warned, Forge Master Hananza's tongue could strip the scales off a fishback at 40 paces. Saying that, you won't find a fairer mistress this side of the Strait of Merlthor. Let me know when you've mustered the courage to speak with her, and I'll see to the rest. I'm already a blacksmith. Are you sure I'm not going to get murdered for that? Alright, well, I trust you. Your mind is made up? You're ready to throw your lot in with us armorers? Only as long as I'm also allowed to be a blacksmith. Guanaco wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Armorers Guild. Then it's time you made yourself known to the Forge Master. That's no empty title, by the way. Hananza's a renowned shipwright and one of the finest crafters in Limsa Lominsa. Head outside and you'll find her blistering the skins of our newest initiates. Alright, let's go speak with Hananza and officially become an armorer. Another aspiring armorer, are ya? Welcome, I am Hananza, Forge Master of this guild. I take it Guanaco has explained to you the history and nature of our craft? Good, I have little to add on that front save this. The life of an armorer is not an easy one. Day after day, you'll pit flesh and blood against iron and flame, and without a passion for the forge you will fail, but passion alone will not make an armorer of you. Ma'am, do you really need to speak to me with your back turned? To truly master this craft, you must be possessed of a will as unyielding as the metals you work. Knowing what lies before you, have you the fortitude to persevere? I do indeed. Ha! I see you have no fear of hard work. That is well. Consider your request to join the guild approved. But if you ever give me out less than your best, you will be out the door before you realize my boot is connected with your backside. Are we clear on that? Good, now that we understand each other, let us begin with the basics. What is your name? Satora? Very well, Satora. This tool is called the doming hammer. Here, grip it firmly. Note its weight. Let me know when you feel comfortable with it in your hand. I'll tell you if you're holding it properly. Alright, got ourselves our first doming hammer. Also, right, a complication from losing the last 2 episodes. I did do the minion roulette, but because I lost the actual doing of the minion roulette, because I didn't pick up the minions again in the alt account, because I was trying to get back to just recording the episodes again. I am back on the dog. Let's go ahead and roll minion roulette, see what we get for this week. Normally I'd be doing this at the end of Sunday, but hello, Palom. You know, extenuating circumstances. Alright then, let's go ahead and equip our doming hammer. Get some actual clothes on, make ourselves a new gear set. For the armorer. Alright, Hananza, I am ready to go. Forge Master Hananza wishes to see what use you can make of your new doming hammer. Ah yes, if I didn't know better, I'd think you were an armorer, Satora. Of course, I do know better. Until you craft something with that hammer of yours, you'll look like a babe with a rattle to me, and I have no intention of mothering you. Make no mistake, I mean to shape you into an artisan, however hard I have to pound. Save your sweat for the forge, lass. I don't expect you to fashion full suits of plate on your first day. Just pay close attention to my instructions, be diligent in your work, and the skill will come in due time. Now let's be about your first lesson, shall we? I want you to take up your hammer and make me a bronze ingot. A mundane task, I grant you, but one which every armorer must master. Bronze, you see, is the most basic material of the craft, and bronze ingots are its building blocks. 'Tis not the strongest of alloys, of course, but it is that very quality that makes it bronze so easy to shape, and the metal of choice for any for a novice armorer. To forge your ingot, you'll need to procure 2 chunks of copper ore, a chunk of tin ore, and an ice shard. The ore can be purchased from Somerwib? Oh god, that's a hard one. Those consonants are gonna be the death of me. Here at the guild. The ice shard you'll have to find on your own. Well, are you waiting for me to swing your arm for you, or mayhap you would have me swing my boot? Alright. Now we do already have bronze ingots from playing as blacksmith, but for the sake of actually doing the work, we'll go ahead and get the copper and tin, and we'll make a bronze ingot as a armor as well. Of course, we need to do our traditional purging of the hotbar. And let's get to work. Bronze ingot, we've done this before plenty of times. And that bumps us all the way up to level 3 so quickly. Why is that first bit of experience always so easy to come by? Alright, Hananza, I got your bronze ingot for you. Crafted as an armor. Where's that bronze ingot I asked for? If you can't find the ore yourself, try speaking with Somerwib here at the guild. Don't worry, I got it for you. Completed your first task, have you? Well then, let's have a look at this ingot. So this is the sort of quality I can expect from you, is it? For a novice armorer, this is excellent work. Well done, excellent. Well done, Satora. The key to making good bronze is judging the ratio of copper to tin. With too much tin, the alloy becomes harder but also more brittle. Not the sort of material you want protecting your vital organs. Lest you forget, quality is a matter of life and death in our craft. That is why we teach our initiates the ideal metallurgic composition of every item we forge. Not that all are quick to learn. There are some who seem destined to produce mediocre results however painstakingly the processes are explained. Thank the builder you are not one of them. I am pleased to say that your ingot would fetch a decent price in the markets. But do not let this first success make you complacent. A single bad helm will lose you more trust than 100 good ones will win, because bad armor means dead men. It is not enough that your work be good, it must needs be consistently good. And achieving that consistency requires discipline and long hours of crafting the same item over and over, again and again. For you, this means a mountain of bronze ingots. Bronze ingots in your dreams. Bronze ingots until the process is so ingrained that you wake up and find that your pillow is an ingot you made in your sleep. When you feel you learned all you can from forging bronze ingots, seek me out and I will find you something else to craft. May the builder guide your hand, Satora. Alright then, let's get started. She's given us plenty of shards to start out with, and 30 copper ore. Of course, with every crafter and every gatherer, once we finish the quest for the day, we are moving on to actually crafting stuff from our crafting log. For levels 1 to 5, we need 28 copper ore, 14 tin ore, and 2 maple lumber. Oh, we already have 1 maple lumber, so we'll just grab 1 more. And that should be everything we need. Now, let's go ahead and build 14 bronze ingots, which thankfully, since we are level 10 in 2 other crafting classes, we only need to be that in 1, we can go ahead and just quick craft. We do not need to go through and do it by hand, which is very nice, and I just realized I need to eat some food. Let's see, what food would be best? I think frumenty would be the best to start off with. But I want that experience bonus. It is very valuable. Alright, once Satora has finished making those 14 bronze ingots, we can get on to the rest. Like I mentioned while we were doing blacksmithing, there is quite a bit of overlap between blacksmith and armor. A lot of materials get made exactly the same between them, but the end products are very, very different. Whereas blacksmithing makes weapons and tools, the armor makes, well, armor. Plate armor specifically. So some of the materials are going to vary a little bit just accordingly based on what we're making. But there is quite a bit of overlap, which is worth knowing. How much are we going to get? 100% efficiency, progress increases by 9, so we can't get a high quality here. Okay, crap. Well, we did get a high quality, we just couldn't get a perfect chance. Alright, speaking of, level 6, yeah, let's get some better equipment on. That'll make it a lot easier to make high quality stuff. And that puts us at progress increases by 15. Very nice. Huge improvement. That's another really nice thing. Since there is quite a bit of overlap, all crafters all crafters share their equipment. So as we're leveling one crafter, other crafters we've leveled will end up helping a lot just from their leftover equipment. Alright, made ourselves a bronze plate, which is one of the big differences between armor and blacksmith. Armor is going to be making a lot of plates, whereas blacksmith has no need for it, usually. Alright, let's see. We'll finish off the quality first, since that'll be really quick. And then, let's see, my notes say we're going to need a total of 5 bronze plates, so let's go ahead and quick craft 4 more, should be good. Now we can go down and make a bronze skillet. Which will be good for our culinarian, assuming we don't have better on the culinarian, which we might. We made a high quality bronze skillet, which is item level 8. But making a high quality might make it better than whatever the culinarian just has already. I'll have to check that. And then last we need to make a bronze hoplon. Oh, I'm getting pinged about something. Probably someone trying to recruit me into a free company. I'm going to ignore them. Alright, made the bronze hoplon, which is a shield for the gladiator class, which we'll be getting to eventually. And that's it for our level 1 to 5 crafting log. It's a fairly simple initial crafting log, thankfully. And I have a lot of leftover bronze ingots. I think I missed counting somewhere when making my crafting trees. In my defense, there's a lot of items to go through. It's easy to miscount, and I would prefer to overcount than undercount. All right then, let's go ahead and check if there's anything new we can equip. The Amateur's Kurta and the Bronze Doming Hammer, nice. And let's finish off by clearing out our inventory a bit. We'll go ahead and stick our new equipment in our armory chest so it can be used if it's useful. Go ahead and double check that Culinarian doesn't need the new bronze skillet. It does need the new bronze skillet. That is an upgrade. Nice. Alright, already getting upgrades for our other classes, even at level 1 to 5. That is fantastic. Blacksmith, you don't have your best equipment on. Why is that? Yeah, we didn't make any actual armor, so there should be nothing for these. Alright then, finish off by selling off what we don't need. Let's go ahead and check Armory's chest first. Let's see, what do we got here? Oh gosh, okay, so Gladiator we haven't touched yet. Marauder, we have that one equipped, we have nothing else. Bronze Knuckles is for Pugilist, that's later. Rogue has the daggers, that's equipped. Leather Grimoire, we have no lower level Grimoires. How about Saws? We haven't touched Carpenter yet, so we'll leave that alone. Blacksmith, we have that equipped. Armor, that's higher level than we have now, so we'll save it. This is... We'll sell the Weather Doming Hammer. I'm wondering if we should sell this one. Let's compare it to what we have now. Currently we have... Oh, we're not quite high enough level to equip it, that's why. Goldsmith, we'll skip, we haven't touched that yet. Leatherworker, haven't touched. Alchemist, haven't touched. Culinarian, let's see, we can sell the old bronze skillet and the weathered skillet. And then haven't touched miner or botanist, we'll leave those alone. You can already see our inventory starting to fill up a little bit. This is why I insist that we be very on top of keeping our inventory clean. We will save the armor for later because we still have quite a few classes to pick up which may find the armor useful. As for our offhand gear, let's see. Is there anything where we've picked up the class and we have duplicates? We don't need the Amateur's Culinary Knife. I think that's about it then. There wasn't too much to actually go through. But yeah, it's already starting to fill up a little bit, and a lot of the stuff I'm going to be using in the future, so we can't touch it, but already it's starting to fill up a little bit. Lovely. Anyways, with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, we are learning more about the art of the armorer by talking once again to Hananza for our level 5 armor quest. I'll see everyone next time for that.